There is a man in Ethiopia who spends his days feeding wild hyenas, one of the most vicious creatures on earth. I'm traveling across the world to uncover the shocking story of a fascinating human while my life is at stake. What's up, Ethiopia? I am so excited to be back for a fourth visit to my favorite country in Africa. Seriously, if there's any takeaway from this video, let it be to come here for yourself and experience the food, the hospitality, and the ancient wonders. It is as good as it gets. Right now, I'm in a historic little town called Harar, close to the border with Somalia, and sharing a lot of the same culture. This ancient walled city has incredible tales of Muslim traditions in a Christian majority country. Deanna and I are here with our new local friend and Rastafarian named Kali, who's gonna help us translate and track down the notorious Hyena Man. Do you know the Hyena Man? I'm looking for him.
Building, the old building.
Around the old buildings, watch out, bro.
Yeah, some they know where he
Some know him, some don't.
Yeah.
We're going to the old buildings. Do you know Abbas?
Yes.
What do you think about him?
She said we know him, he's doing very good job.
Where does he live?
In the old city.
Oh, in the old city. More and more clues. Do you know the Hyena Man?
Yes. Hyena is our friend.
Where's the Hyena Man?
It's around Jogol Wall.
All right, bro, I'm on my way. Thank you. After searching for clues for 3 hours, the only information we've managed to get is that the Hyena Man lives somewhere outside of the old city walls, and that he feeds wild hyenas after sunset. In the meantime, I want to show you what goes on here in Harar, one of the most important cities in Islam. I've been a lot of places in Ethiopia, and Harar just feels different. It almost feels like Morocco or something in North Africa or the Arab world. It's so different here and beautiful and Islamic. You know, Ethiopia is a cool country because you have so many different religions and cultures. It's like half Christian, half Islam, but Harar is truly something special. We're about to enter the old city of Harar, a UNESCO site.
We have about 40,000 people with about nearly 4,000 houses and about 82 mosques and 368 alleyways.
The old city dates back 1,400 years and still remains surrounded by thick walls. Look how narrow this alley is. It's like maybe 2 feet wide. We are lost in the neighborhoods here. Everyone's just kind of like poking their heads out, saying hi. We're still on the mission to find the Hyena Man. We know he's around here somewhere. These streets are so erratic, it's easy to get lost. And believe it or not, the inside is filled with old Islamic arts and traditions. This is one of the 82 mosques in the old city here. It actually says on the sign number 17.
The fourth holy city.
Behind what?
After Mecca, Medina, Jerusalem, and Harar.
We are now entering the busy market here of Harar. Lots of shops around here. The city is chaos. It's everything in your face all at once. Bringing me back to my time around the Horn of Africa. I mean, all of this part of Africa feels somewhat like this. And the people almost look a little bit Somali too, which is cool. Walking next to this tin fence, which if you hit, could probably puncture your skin pretty well. Deanna's buying a local dress. You like it?
Yeah. Wait, I need to pay. Thank you.
Yes, this is how.
The girls are doing you up. Oh, she's hugging you. 1, 2, 3.
Shukran.
Good?
Okay.
As you can see behind me, Ethiopia is so rich in natural resources and grains and spices. Look at all of these.
Everything grown in Ethiopia. You know, Ethiopia is we have more than 2,000 plants.
Traditional sauce we made from here, the Harari people.
What is this?
Teff, the smallest seed from the crop. Ethiopians, the early fathers from the church, they found teff from the wild. They choose the teff for food. From all grasses, choose teff and make food. Look, you put this one seed and it become a lot of grass. Yeah, so only grow in Ethiopian island.
She's giving me the baby.
We have found the chat market. For those who don't know, chat is a plant that grows in the ground here of Ethiopia, and it's a stimulant. It's really popular in Yemen and Somalia, but actually the main source of chat is Ethiopia. Ciao.
Let's give you more energy, you know, it's make your flesh, you know, so you think like you chat with the people. After you chew, you chat, like a Facebook chat.
How does it make you feel when you chew that? Huh?
Happy.
Happiness. You say many ideas come, you know, many ideas.
Yeah.
We're thinking.
This is one of the famous streets in the town. What makes famous Both sides of the street there is a shop for the fabric, local fabric, imported fabric. At the same time you see a lot of tailor on the street. That's why it have got particular name. We call makina girgir. Makina is the sewing machine. Girgir is the noise of the machine, the sound out of the machine. All working, they make girgir, girgir.
It's so cool to see manual labor like this in today's day and age. It seriously makes you feel like you stepped in a time machine back in time. I just want to say that this city is so cool. It's amazing. It's full of life. Everyone's coming up to us and saying hi. You don't feel any hostility or any danger here. And it's just a beautiful life. I am loving Harar. This is the hardware section. Literally any tool that you can imagine is sold right here.
Sometimes you can find your own things here.
Like if you lose it?
Yeah, they sell it back to you.
The craziest thing is that everything is so rusty. But I guess it's still usable. I'm gonna take another. Just popped into a little restaurant here and getting a local Ethiopian lunch, which if you don't already know, it's the best cuisine in Africa. This is a plate of injera, which basically this sponge-like pancake, and it's kind of sour a little bit, and then you just throw a bunch of beef on top of it and vegetables, and you use your hands, and you just get in there and you can eat this stuff. You eat the bread. Yeah. Injera is central to every meal in Ethiopia, almost like bread is to Italy or rice is to Korea.
We love injera, you know. It's very healthy and it's made from the teff, you know. So teff is only grown in Ethiopia islands. You see the eyes of the injera.
Yeah, it gives me heebie-jeebies.
So we call it 1,000 eye.
So this is how you eat injera. You basically just peel off a piece with your hands like this, and you grab it, put some meat in it, dip it in a little bit of the spice, and then you eat. There's nothing else like it in the world. The best cuisine in Africa. This is Coca-Cola in America right here. That says Coca-Cola. The language, as you can see here, is called Amharic. It's one of the oldest languages in the world and is only spoken in Ethiopia. Can you guess how we're gonna wash down our delicious meal? If you think coffee, you are correct. We're popping into a little hole-in-the-wall coffee shop here because coffee is the best in Ethiopia. Let's go get a cup. Ethiopia is thought to be the birthplace of coffee, even though the original coffee bean came from Yemen.
You know, Hararge coffee is very best coffee. Very creamy. Yeah, creamy and sweet.
You're right.
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah.
The coffee culture in Ethiopia is something that we are serving for the social gathering to invite each other. They can serve it 3 times a day.
In the 1500s, coffee beans were transported over the Red Sea, and the first growers, traders, and consumers of coffee were Ethiopian. I'm telling you guys that this beverage is really baked into the culture here, and it's absolutely amazing. Oh, it's hot. Oh, it's creamy, it's rich. It has that flavor of the mint from the tree. It's hard to explain how good this coffee is. It's so small, this is all you need, just a little shot. And the cool thing is, like, one little cup and you're done. It's that strong. Oh yeah. All right, feel nice and awake after that cup of coffee. Almost like a slap in the face. And now the journey continues. Babe, do you think we're gonna find the hyena man?
I hope so. I'm excited.
It is almost nighttime and the rain is starting to fall, but we still haven't found our hyena man yet. So we're gonna take a tuk-tuk to the area where his house is. We follow Abdul's lead. All right, so where are we going now?
The hyena guy.
To the hyena guy.
Yes, I.
We have arrived. The driver knows where he lives. Thank you. I'm gonna take another. I'm exhausted. It's been a long journey. We've made it to the hyena man's house. Let's go meet him.
Abbas,
What happened?
he went to the field. Yeah, they are going to call him.
Okay. I really hope to meet him before dark. Behind me is his house, just on the hill. So he just sleeps here and wakes up to hyenas right outside his front door. How crazy is that? Finally, the hyena man has arrived. This is him. How are you? Nice to meet you, bro. I came from Arizona to see you.
We say very give thanks because you are coming to see me. You cross many oceans, so he's very happy.
I've heard a lot about you. I've seen videos. It's pretty impressive what you do. So how did you get inspired to feed hyenas?
His father did like feeding hyena for 60 years, 60.
Wow.
His father did, but now he now he did for almost 23 years.
Assalamu alaikum. This is the original hyena man from 60 years ago.
Yeah.
The first time you fed the hyena, were you scared that they were going to kill you?
Say little fear, like little fear the first time. But after he get experience, but when you have starting, you feel little afraid, little fear.
Why are there so many hyenas here? Like, why Harar?
They build these walls. Because of these walls, many hyenas are coming because of the people start to live here. So what the hyenas not eat the people. Understand?
Really?
Yeah.
Never they eat the people?
Never eat people. So if someone sleep on the street, the hyenas not eat.
Are you ever scared that you're gonna get your hand eaten off or something's gonna happen.
He never once afraid. And never the hyena like eaten or biting his hands. Never. And he saw like no fear on his heart, he said.
Speaking of feeding the hyenas, I don't see any right now. So what time do they come out?
He say 7:30 or 8.
So in a
Not
few
more than
hours.
that. Yeah,
in a few hours. And they come every night.
Every night. Every night.
What do you feed the hyenas?
Meat.
What kind of meat?
Camel, cattle, like mostly cattle.
While hyenas are vicious and eat anything that comes in their way, including humans, Ethiopian hyenas are different. They are believed to be the keepers of evil spirits, and the natives of Harar have an unusual relationship with them, especially Yusuf and Abbas. They have a spiritual connection to the hyenas as protectors, and this friendship between human and animal is based on a level of trust you won't find anywhere else. All right, now we are going to the butcher to grab meat. This is his daily routine. Every day he goes to the same butcher and grabs meat to feed the hyenas. So we're following. We've arrived at the butcher where he comes every day to get the meat.
Every day you give like 300 birr, 400 birr you pay.
Not the fresh meat.
Not the fresh one. The fresh one people they eat, you know, but the leftover for the hyenas. He gather from many like bushers, you know, not from only from one. Like more than 3 or 5 he gather.
Oh my god, it's a lot.
It's a lot of hyenas.
That was only one butcher. Now we're going to another one to get more meat. This is wild, man. Wow. Wow. You can barely walk with it. So heavy. We have bags and bags of raw meat. Oh my god. It's probably like 50 pounds each bag. That's a lot of meat, bro. That's a lot of meat. I thought he was done, but he's not. We're going to another butcher. Got the meat.
Yeah.
3 bags.
Yeah.
I got enough? Another?
Yeah.
How many more? One more?
Yeah, one more.
This city is awesome. It's madness. There's so much to look at. There's so many things happening around.
Wow, there's more. How many hyenas are you feeding?
Another one.
Yeah.
4 meat chops.
Yes.
Camel.
Camel meat.
Yeah.
Wow, it's a lot.
It's a lot of meat. I think we cleared out all the butchers in town. How much money do you spend every day on meat?
Including with the tuk-tuk, with the car, 3,000.
$60?
Yeah, like that.
Expensive.
Yeah.
So where do you get money from?
Save some money for the meat.
And you do this every single day, bro. Every day.
Every day.
Even if you're sick.
Every single day. Yeah.
We're back in the tuk-tuk, going back to Abbas's house, and I am exhausted. We've been running around this city all day. I want to share a little personal note here. Just running butcher after butcher after butcher. I'm like dizzy. I think I need to drink more water, but what a journey. It's all a blur right now. We're racing to catch the clock before the hyenas come out and we start feeding them. This is crazy. All right, bro, I'm coming back later. Oh, bye.
Bye.
See you later, bro. We'll be back in the night. All right, we are gonna come back in a few hours when it's dark and when the hyenas are out. Oh man, what a place. Oh, I'm dead. Quick nap time, and we're back. All right, after a great nap, we're heading back to meet Abbas and his father, and hopefully see the hyenas. You nervous?
No.
Hyenas are vicious.
Where are they? Oh my god. Hello.
It's crazy, we are surrounded by wild hyenas right now. He keeps calling them in by this whistle sound. Slowly and surely they're creeping in. He has names for all of them, so he's just chanting their names. All of the raw horse and camel meat that we gathered in the shops earlier is now ready to be served.
Oh my god, this is wild. Oh my god, they're everywhere.
If you listen closely, you can hear the hyenas howling and craving for blood. What you're about to witness is something that only exists by this man and his father in this part of Ethiopia. It is not recommended for anyone to try this at home under any circumstance. We must keep our full trust in Abbas that he will keep us safe around these vicious, wild animals.
Tell me about the connection that you have with these hyenas.
Yeah, he said, I feel like I'm like their father. Yeah, sometimes I bring them even to my home, the family, he said.
There's so many wild hyenas behind me right now.
What?
As I was sitting there watching Abbas, he asked me if I want to feed one of these creatures myself. Everything in my nature told me not to do it. Like standing on the edge of a cliff before bungee jumping off. But as I always say, life begins at the end of your comfort zone. Pretty scared. Mouth to mouth.
Oh,
Well, this story's been absolutely insane, feeding wild hyenas in Ethiopia. I never thought I would ever do this, especially from my mouth. I'm literally shaking that there's 15 wild hyena behind me just eating raw meat. What an experience. Wrapping up my time in Harar, Ethiopia, I can hardly believe the encounter I just had with the hyena man. In the darkness of night, I stood just inches away as he fearlessly fed these dangerous animals with their eyes gleaming in the moonlight. It took a lot of courage to take part in this bizarre ritual, offering raw meat from my own mouth to the hyena's intense jaws. But let this be a lesson that you should always step out of your comfort zone, because that's when life's greatest moments happen, and these are the stories to tell your grandkids. The city of Harar is an absolute gem, and I hope someday you'll get the chance to visit. The more amazing people I meet on this YouTube journey, the more my belief is confirmed that our world is full of captivating wonders waiting to be discovered. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next week with another amazing story from Ethiopia.